Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Chris here from infotainment.com. I want to talk to you today a little bit about audio integration. A lot of people think to get good sound you have to change out the head unit of your vehicle, doing a number of things besides replacing the head unit. Now, you want to keep the head unit for a number of reasons. As far as integration goes, it integrates into the vehicle seamlessly because it belongs in there. But as far as aftermarket amplifiers, speakers, and everything go, you may feel like you're not getting what you would get as far as sound quality wise if you keep that factory head unit, which is just not true. In order to integrate an aftermarket amplifier or some speakers or anything into your factory radio, the first thing you want to do is look into what you think you're missing. If you think the sound is missing a little bit of bass, maybe you can start with the trunk or the rear of the vehicle forward as opposed to starting at the head unit and working your way back. Usually adding a little bit of bass to your factory system will please most people, filling in that gap or loss of sound that you think that you're going to get from an aftermarket system. All right, and staying on the theme of subwoofers, basically anything that you want to integrate into your system, if it's a factory system, you're going to need to add some kind of line output converter, something to get a signal that an aftermarket amplifier can use. Now, back in the day, the radios were very simple, the output was very simple, and just strapping on even a couple of RCAs to the speaker outputs on the factory unit would give you what an amplifier would need to see. Now there's a lot going on. There's processing and time alignments and all kind of weird EQ curves that the factory radio spits out of there. So in a lot of situations you have to add a DSP, which is a digital sound processor. And what that does, and actually I'm wearing the hat, Audio Control, they make some great equipment that I actually run in my personal vehicle. But what one of those things does is it actually takes your factory signal, it sums or can sum all the outputs of your factory radio to spit out basically a good signal that an amplifier can use. In doing that, you can upgrade not only a subwoofer, but you can change out all your speakers, you can add multiple amplifiers, you can have this whole array of audio equipment all attached to your factory radio. Depending how deep or how hardcore you want to get into it, if you're into like SPL, competitions, or even SQ, if you are heavy into sound quality, you can achieve most things with getting good quality audio integration processors. Audio Control is one company. There's many companies out there that make processors to integrate with your factory head unit. JL Audio is another one. They have the Fix 86, I believe, the Fix 82. I'm not sure if that's still on the market. Rockford makes the Rockford 360. There's just a bunch of brands that you can look into as far as getting a processor to process your factory's, your factory radio signal into something usable to aftermarket amplifiers. So in short, if you're trying to achieve better audio quality or just more robust, complete audio from your factory radio, it is definitely doable with some aftermarket solutions that are on the market. Now, if you have a Ford F-150, as well as a few other models, we do make here at infotainment.com an aftermarket amplifier audio integration device that actually spits out a 4-volt clean preamped audio signal out of that factory unit. You can check out infotainment.com in the Ford section. I'm not sure exactly, but look around in there and you'll find the amplifier integration harness that we sell, as well as a Obidi Genie programmer to reprogram your factory radio to spit that signal out. The reason why you would want a clean, pure audio signal is so you can avoid having a DSP and all kind of stuff to reprocess the music after the fact. So basically, if you start with something clean, you don't have anything in the middle of that chain to clean it up. If you start with something dirty, you're gonna have to clean it up and then send it to the amplifier. So starting with a clean signal, that is, ideal in any situation. It basically turns it into a high quality aftermarket audio signal, something that you'd get from an aftermarket radio. That's what you can achieve with the factory radio using our integration harness. So go to infotainment.com, check that out. Stay tuned for more little snippets like this if you want to learn a little bit more about car audio.